Oh, I finally got that top 4 performance I've been chasing for all season. I started the season, I told myself I'll get a deck box, and somehow we got on the world's qualifying list and nearly topped a YCS before I topped a gosh darn regional. I have 3 regional mats, guys. But anyhow, you'll notice the list we played looks very similar to everything else I've played. Despite what everyone on the internet is telling me, I am still on 3 Fuo, 3 Perulia, 3 Heavy Poly. The theory behind Heavy Poly is the same that it's always been. It is not a good card going first, but it is such a game-warpingly good card going second that you have to play it. Yes, people say, oh, Heavy Poly can limit the strength of your engine because, oh, you might sacrifice too many cards in hand in order to resolve Heavy Poly. What is your engine doing other than making Liger Dancer, right? It's trying to OTK, which is making a Liger Dancer and maybe one other card, which means as long as you open like a Silver Hound, a Black Sheep, or Yellow Margin, Heavy Poly is basically just playing engine for you. And then the second thing about Heavy Poly is it doesn't lose to Ash, it doesn't lose to Baylor, it doesn't lose to any hand trap in the game, basically. It just loses to like Judgment, which is fine. It's okay. And it forces out all of those cards, those Judgments, those Flames. Like, even if you don't have a way to resolve it for Liger, you can only resolve it for like Leo Dancer. Your opponent doesn't know that, right? So like they think they're preventing you from making a Liger when in reality all they're preventing is a Leo Dancer from hitting the board. And that's super, super valuable, especially in a deck where we just really need to resolve some of these spells like Poly, like sometimes Masquerade and sometimes Perfume, right? When you need to resolve these cards, it's nice to have a card that your opponent is forced to answer all the time. The only other change is we took out Fallen in the Virtuous because Radiant Typhoon is not so popular anymore, and it's like the card is fine into decks that are not Radiant Typhoon. It's just like there aren't as many must-answer cards, and I'd rather have a better, more consistent matchup into bad decks, right? And the number one thing is I know I can play this deck consistently. I know I can capitalize off my opponent's mistakes if I have engine. So I just want to reduce the number of unplayable hands I have, which Foolish Burial Goods does slightly. And it's not the greatest, I'll be honest. When I played it, whenever I had it, it was just like an extender on top of a hand that was already making the full end board through everything. I don't think it ever came up as an extender that was relevant through hand traps, and I drew Serenade Dance like 3 times. I looked at it in my hand. I was like, wow, I sure wish this was any other card in my deck right now. I can't believe I'm playing a trap game 1. Or game 3 for that matter. Otherwise, the only other notable changes are there is Droll on the side now. Because Droll is high impact, it's basically one of these 9 cards, right? Droll is fine. Mitsu, Striker, pretty popular right now, so these are nice. Dark Ruler is nice for the Azumina Yummy, especially since there's a Thrust in here. This is the same package you've always seen, and the Lightning Storm Heartbeats is just in there because it's in there. The only thing I would talk about at the end is we are playing 3 new extra deck cards. The third Perfume Dancer comes up because if you Heavy Poly for double Perfume plus Leo, you kind of need one more card to continue playing and guarantee that you kill your opponent. If you don't kill your opponent, it kind of gets sketched with just 1 Liger Dancer. Always make sure to put it in the EMZ if you do that, so they can't like Gorgon you. Almarouge comes up technically. It didn't come up for me at this event, but I mean, I'm sure it does, right? If you open Perfume plus Gold Leo, they imprint the Gold Leo, you make Almarouge, you win. Sky Crisis came up 1 time, and then I forgot to make it, but, you know, Crisis is just your get-out-of-jail-free card. It's kind of nice against Cool Tune next format, just because sometimes you can break them onto a half board, but, like, you can't out the RS, and the RS is kind of annoying, so you just slam a Typhon, and then the Typhon outs the RS, and now they have to deal with the Typhon, and then they can't kill you, and then you have follow-up, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? I don't know. The rest of the deck is really standard. I got 3rd place with this because it's Lunalight. You just have to, I don't know, win half your die rolls or draw Heavy Poly the other half. As far as theory goes, Heavy Poly beats everything, so you keep playing it. Perulia is probably fine outside of the main deck if you don't feel like it. I just like having more Charmies in my main. There's just like not a card I'd play over this except maybe Impulse. There's no Impulse in here because I threw this together last minute and couldn't find the room, but realistically, Perulia might have to be Impulse, and there might be a different card on the side here, right? But Impulse is a nice card to have. I just wasn't expecting that much Draco Tail or Mitsurugi, so I didn't care too much for it. I think in formats where those decks will be more popular, such as next format, it's kind of nice to have it in the main. The week before, I got top 8 at Core TCG, or 2 weeks before. This was the list I played. This is just Biscotto's list. Yeah, I mean, it's standard. All credit to him. This is the only time I've deviated. The extra deck is saucy thanks to him. This was a fine list. I just didn't like it too much. This is way more targeted at like Vanquisol Canine and going second, which I wasn't planning on doing either of those things. He was main decking these 2, which I thought about, but the Foolish Burial Goods package basically substitutes for these 2. These 2 will probably be very nice to have in the main deck. Next format where Cool Tune is slamming you with like 7 hand traps a turn. Otherwise, it's a really, really standard deck profile. Black Coat could probably be outside of the side, but I'm not too pressed about it. Yeah, I mean, that's about it. See you the next time. See you at Columbus or Philly.